Today, we celebrate the completion of her last day of chemotherapy. Now, presenting a special gift, number 88 for Salve Regina, Captain Paul Budasaw. We ask that this honor be signed by the band hockey team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand for the loud ovation for a special member of the Seahawks community.
Best Music Compilation.
Good afternoon, well, good evening now, folks, and welcome inside the Abbey here in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Leopards of the Wentworth Institute of Technology in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference men's ice hockey matchup. Hello again and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks undefeated, 6-0 on the season, 5-0 in the CCC. Wentworth 2-4-1 on the year, 1-3-1 in the CCC. Second game of the back-to-back. These teams met last night up in Boston, and the Seahawks prevailed 4-3 in that game. But the Leopards won last time they were here in this building by that same score, 4-3, back in January. So less than a calendar year ago, the Leopards stunned the Seahawks here at home, and they will look to do so again here this afternoon. I'd like to welcome into the broadcast now my good friend Ryan Costa. Ryan, how you doing here tonight?
Well, Andrew, Seahawks looking to remain undefeated here on the season, but these Leopards aren't going to make that easy. As you mentioned before the broadcast, it's going to be a physical game. Both teams coming off a game last night. These two teams played. Now that we have these home-and-home series, it gets a lot more physical on Saturday night, so be prepared for a battle.
Puck off to the side of the net, left wing side now. Off-angle shot from the Leopards. That was Sam Milnes. Sends it wide of the net. Seahawks can't clear. Milnes keeps it in on the left side. And now John McLean finds the puck. Outlets George Sennett. Runs off his stick and is grabbed by Carter Stevenson. McLean disrupting at center ice. Paul Budasov, who scored twice last night. His first two of the season, including a shorthanded goal. Moves it across the ice now. Renda will backtrack and snap it up the ice. And this will be icing against the Seahawks. Puck will come back down to the attacking end for Wentworth. Thomas Draper in net for the Leopards. And he'll be opposed tonight by Louis Felix St. Jean, getting his fourth start of the season. He and Tony Rem have been splitting time. 3 starts apiece. Rem was last week's CCC goaltender of the week. The Seahawks actually swept the weekly awards. Rem got goalie of the week, 2 shutout performances against Western New England. Ruzioni, who has it now, player of the week, who drops it off to Udall for a wrist shot, and he scores!
What a good play there. It's a Ruzioni bringing the attention of the Leopards to the far boards, and the trailer Udall can walk right into the slot. He goes barred down on this one.
We'll show you the replay. Tic-tac-toe, Budasov, great feed to Ruzioni, and as you said, great vision to see Udall. And he snaps it home, and just like that, the Seahawks have the lead. Spencer Stanley, who was defensive rookie of the week last week, ices the puck. Udall with the goal. So another assist for Ruzioni. That's his 8th of the year. He leads the conference now in assists. 5th goal of the season for Udall. That now leads the Seahawks. Ruzioni had been tied with Nate Chase for assists in the CCC. Vincent Marino fires it over the bar and wide. Kidney trying to drop it back to him behind the net, taken away by the Leopards. Outlet pass is broken up. Lipa standing in the way of that one, cutting in his Kidney, who pokes it into the corner, and this one will sneak past Stanley back down the ice. St. Jean will leave it for Spencer Stanley. As I said, CCC Rookie of the Week last week. Leads the nation in freshman defenseman scoring. And is the 10th scoring freshman overall. This one played across for a shot, and they score! Tracy feeding it across. And I believe that's Nate Chase following it up. And the Leopards, just like that, tie the game.
Yeah, a bit of a self-inflicted wound there for the Seahawks. A turnover in your own zone is never a good thing. And the Leopards able to just one-time it into the back of the net. So just like that, we're almost 3 minutes into this game, and both teams are on the board.
1-1. McLean with one hand pokes it into the attacking end, giving right back to the Leopards. England at center, across to Sennett. Sennett off of the races, trying to feed it across to McLean, who sends it high and wide. Getting a piece of that one, maybe, was the netminder, Draper.
Yeah, good on Draper to make his way through the crease. Seahawks with a good chance off the 2-on-1 as McLean was coming in on the weak side.
Second goal of the year for Chase. An attacking draw here now for the Seahawks. England will take it against Jake McKinley. Right off the draw, McLean trying to fire it now. Backhand shot fought off by Draper. Second chance shot denied by Draper as well. And the puck loose behind the net is grabbed by the Leopards. Fed just wide of Stevenson. Back to Herka. He swats it out to center. England across the ice. Here comes McLean. Down across the shot, and it's blocked off by Draper. Sennett can't find the rebound. We've got great end-to-end action right now. Budasov at the blue line trying to fire it in. Taken back by the Leopards. Stevenson tipped into the zone towards the net. St. Jean watches it ricochet into the corner now. Here comes Aruzioni. Barreling over the blue line left side. Again, drops it off to Udall. Top of left wing circle. Across to Aruzioni, a little bit behind him. Carabia from the blue line just fires it around the boards. Behind the net, Udall finds it. Touch to the boards. Dillon looked to keep it in along the boards near side, but it took a bad hop. Went back to center, and now Dillon will collect it. Swing it forward. Touch to Udall. Aruzioni. Top of the left wing circle. Off the glove of Draper. And behind the cage. Carabia pinching in right side. Puck back out to center. Udall across now to Dillon. And he'll snap it around the boards. Aruzioni comes to get it right side. He gets caved in. Lost the puck in the right wing circle. And then Marino pokes it away, but it comes right to Sam Milnes. He gets tied up with Carabia. Left behind the net, Brendan Lloyd. Puck into the right wing corner. Dillon. Lippa sends it up the ice. And this will be icing against Salve.
Yeah, second solid shift in a row for the Budasov Aruzioni Udall lines. They just came off the ice a moment ago. They're really working with the trailer tonight. It's been Udall coming in just shy of the blue line. Picks up the puck and they get a cheap shot on net. And there's a quality opportunities early on in this game.
Adam Tracy to take the draw here in the attacking end for Wentworth. And one back to the point for a shot that goes wide. Backhand shot denied by St. Jean. Dillon trying to find the loose puck. Tracy make that chase with a quick shot at the top of the circle. Puck loose left side. And now Lippa barrels through center ice over the blue line. Leaves it off for Marino, who's offside. Again, like you said, Ryan, the Seahawks really working that trailer. That third man coming into the zone.
And it might be by design as well because the Leopards have really been bringing three strong on the forecheck. So look for the Seahawks to try to create a lot of 3-on-2, 2-on-1 opportunities coming right out of their own zone. Look for them to work quickly.
Marino will take the draw here against Adam Tracy in neutral ice. Marino ties up on the draw. Lippa able to carry it into the zone. Marino lost it along the near side boards. Here comes Nate Chase. Moves it across for a shot and a save made by St. Jean. Liam McKay pushes it around the boards. Holds it now at the right point and lost it. Lippa grabs the puck. Leaves it in stride for Kidney. Could not get the self pass to go, and then Kidney angled into the boards near side. Puck flipped end over end into the zone. St. Jean will leave it for Vincenzo Renda. Stanley can't connect with England. Renda with the loose puck. Hands back to Stanley. And snaps it up the ice quickly to George Sennett. His cross ice pass deflected. Bouncing to the far side. Renda paddles it forward. McLean able to touch it into the zone. England giving chase in behind the net. Drew DiGeronimo coming out from behind the cage. O'Leary now over the blue line right side. Waits and snaps it on the goal, and it goes high and wide. Kept it into the left point by Bush. His shot saved by St. Jean. Layton now grabs the puck for Salve. Sennett along to England. And the Leopards just flip it high back out to center. O'Leary trying to carry it. Grab now, dropped off to the left side, off the mark for McKennelly. And the shot is held by St. Jean. 14-16 to go in the first period. Game tied at 1. Budasov will take the draw here for Salve. Joey O'Leary will take it. Make that Brendan Lloyd taking it. Leopards win it back to the point. Left side, a shot. Save made by St. Jean. Udall with the backhand. Finds Budasov along the far wing boards. Can't get it out. Flip back into the slot. Deflected away by Carabia. Near side boards up to Ruzioni at center. He sends it across to Eric Udall. Looking to cut back to the middle. Udall fires it towards the net. Wide to the left side. Leopards corral it in deep. Stevenson trying to skate it out. Able to find Brendan Lloyd with speed right side. Lloyd wanted to center it. Stevenson from the point whistles it wide. Had Sam Milnes camping out on the left side. Puck comes to him. Carabia staples him to the boards. Puck up to the point. Right side. Stevenson waiting. Shooting, and it's blocked. Aruzioni and Dillon maybe getting a piece of that one, affecting the shot. Aruzioni will slowly walk it through center, tip it in, and come to the bench for a change.
Yeah, some tired legs on the ice for the Seahawks as the Leopards were getting some attacking zone time on that last shift.
Stanley pushed into the boards near side. Puck floated into the left wing corner now. Kidney drops it on back to Renda. Renda trying to carry with speed through the neutral zone. Flips it long and deep. Sweeney chasing after it for Salve with good body position. Wins the puck. Kidney along the near side boards up to the point. Wanted to get it to Stanley. And Stanley has it, but he's at center. He just fires it back in. Seahawks will give chase. Anthony Bladd behind his netminder out to the left wing corner. 12:42 to go. Leopards will have to try and reset. Now we'll test the far side. Casey O'Brien dumps it in. Stanley there to send it back to center. And the Seahawks send it in deep and will make more changes. Cross ice pass off the mark of Casey O'Brien. In deep, St. Jean will leave it behind the net for Herka. Herka waiting to start the rush. J.J. Layton tipped by McLean. And they do not say icing. Leopards wanted the call, didn't get it. McLean now with the loose puck. Dribbles it into the corner. Grabbed by the Leopards, swung across to the far side. Adam Tracy sends it off of Nate Chase. Stanley now across to Marino. He'll gain the line right side. Marino with a backhand shot. That missed the net. McLean in the corner. Up top to Stanley. Swung across to Renda. He snaps it on the goal. That one deflected behind the cage and wide. Sent it in deep, trying to dig it out. Loose in the left wing circle. And taken by the Leopards. Trying to swat it ahead and offsides of the Leopards. Renda has to jump back. And he'll carry it now through center. Across to Budasov, top of the left wing circle. Faking, trying to shoot, had it knocked off his stick. Gloved down by Stanley, who just fires it wide of the cage just to get it deeper into the zone. Far side now, Joey O'Leary. Drop back and he turns it over to Budasov. Budasov around a man. Budasov shielding the puck, looking to center it for Ruzioni. That one went behind the cage. Budasov 1-on-2, battling in the corner. And I think we're going to get a penalty here. Which way is it going? Budasov and Connor Bush are on the ice.
Might be boarding coming against the Leopards.
And this faceoff is going to stay down in the Leopard zone, so our first penalty of the night. And the man on the power play for the Seahawks has been John McLean. But he's not out there for this draw. McLean with 3 power play goals this season to lead the Seahawks. Kidney moves it up top to Layton. Snapped around to the right wing corner. No one there for Salve. Matt Ernster. Layton turning away from Ernster. Leaves it behind the net. Dillon from behind. Louis Felix St. Jean will start the rush here on the power play. Layton over the line right side. Will carry all the way in behind the net. Puck left there. Hustling over is Dillon to keep it alive at the blue line. Dishes it back to Ruzioni. Layton Straight away at the point. Back to Eruzione left side. Touches it down low. Back to Eruzione. Kidney moves it up top to Layton. Layton straight away. Back to Eruzione. Down low. Off angle shot from Kidney. Denied by Draper and out of play.
Yeah, Kidney right on the goal line taking the shot. And it was a quality shot as well. Just a tough opportunity, but he really made Draper work on that one to make the save and deflect the puck out of play.
Budasov will take the draw now. Sennett, McLean, Stanley, and Renda, the 5 out there for Salve. Stanley, right side, Renda snaps it on the goal, and it's blocked. Sennett reaching for the puck, finds McLean. He'll skate left side, snap it across to Renda. Seahawks can reset here. Renda hands off to Spencer Stanley, wide right side. Snap across to the left side. One-timer from McLean. Blocked out of play by Dante Flory, the 6'5 junior from Waltham.
Yeah, Flory with good stick positioning there. I don't really think he had to move a muscle off that McLean shot. It was just great timing by Flory to keep his stick where it needed to be to deflect the puck.
Budasov on the draw again. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Renda at the left point, across now to Spencer Stanley. Top of the right wing circle, snaps it on the goal. That one's blocked. McLean up top to Renda. Paddled across to Stanley again. Wide right side. Up top. Renda waiting. Across to McLean. Top of the circle. Trying to pick a spot, and it's blocked again. Matt Ernster stepping in front of the McLean shot. 26 seconds to go on the power play for Salve. Renda to Stanley. He'll gain the line left side and carry it in deep. Stanley puts on the brakes. Deep in the left wing corner. Holding out wide now. No pressure. Stanley nearly lost the puck at the blue line. Shuffles it across to Renda and it's deflected back out to center. Renda. Send it now. Over the line. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Renda in the high slot. Looking to drop it back off to McLean. Renda keeps it in. Swings it across. Kept alive by Stanley. Back to 5-on-5. Send it in the corner right side. And he centers it to no one. And is skated out now by Adam Tracy. Wide left side, trying to work on Renda. Backhand shot flutters into Louis Felix St. Jean, and he holds on.
Yeah, the Leopards were looking a little bit energized towards the end of that power play. First kill of the night for them.
8:41 to go in the first. Game tied at 1. Face off. One back and taken by the Seahawks. Here's Lipa now over the line right side. Hands off to Eric Udall. Udall trying to center it. It's blocked into the corner. Lipa 1-on-2. Lost the puck. Englund trying to sandwich his man to the boards. Can't get the puck away. And now Gordetsky sends it across the ice to Anthony Blad. His backhander will miss the net. St. Jean touches it to Udall. And he'll carry it himself through center. Able to get a pass away to Lipa. Carried now by Englund. Dropped off to Udall again for a shot. Fought off by Draper. Puck kept alive at the blue line. Carabia sails it into the left wing corner off the glass. And now scooped back out to center. Past Carabia into the zone. With 7:48 to go. He'll retrieve deep in his own territory. Matt Dillon now. Sends it back to Carabia. Off the glass. Swatted forward. And grabbed by O'Leary. His blue line pass off the mark. 4-on-3 here for the Seahawks. Right side, Dillon down low. Holding it behind the net. Looking for an outlet. Gets it away to Sweeney with a drive, and that's blocked. A man without a stick in the slot. That was Jake Hallisey. Seahawks wanted to quickly get it back in. Hallisey able to get to the bench so the Leopards could get another man out there with a stick.
Yeah, he did the most he could there. Didn't have a stick, but he's still able to clear the puck out of the zone and relieve the pressure for the Leopards.
Lloyd behind the net. Chase near side, able to carry out through center. Barreling over the blue line right side, and the Leopards are offside. And now they can get the broken lumber off the ice. 6:58 to go in the first. Game tied at 1.
Stick doesn't appear to be broken. We'll see. Maybe he just dropped it.
Yeah, I think he's just going to hold on to it on the bench. So the missing lumber is returned to Hallisey. Here's Budasov now. Straight down the middle. Drops off to the trailer. Layton from the point. Back into the slot. little bit behind to Ruzioni. Home run pass now connects with Milnes. Milnes to the net, trying to let it just go 5-hole. Puck is loose, as is the net.
It's going to be a hook. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe the official felt that the Seahawks did enough. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-minute penalty, not a penalty shot.
Layton will go to the box. Sam Milnes, freshman from Middletown, Rhode Island. Played with the Connecticut Junior Rangers. On the breakaway there. Just tried to go forehand, backhand, and then just let that puck sail through the 5-hole. St. Jean did a good job to deny it. Gave up a big rebound. Luckily, the net came off its moorings in the process of the big collision. And so the Leopards couldn't get a rebound chance.
Yeah, and Layton did just enough to kind of throw off that breakaway opportunity. And you never want to take penalties, but that's not a terrible penalty to take.
Udall flips it into the zone. Leopards will reset. Seahawks did score shorthanded last night. Budasov got a shorthanded goal, one of his 2. The first 2 of the season for him. Gordetsky to Chase, wide left side. Up top to Stevenson. Back to Chase, top of the left wing circle, touchdown low. Little drop pass for a shot, save made by St. Jean. Rebound controlled by the Leopards. They'll keep it in the attacking zone. Lloyd drops it down low to Chase, snapped up top to Stevenson. Faking, backtracking, out to the blue line, chased by Ruzioni. He'll send it around the boards in deep. Adam Tracy, back up the near side boards. Gordetsky muscled off the puck. Scooted to Ruzioni, wanted to drop it to Budasov to streak shorthanded. Somehow the puck eventually directs down the ice, and the Seahawks can get a change.
Yeah, Seahawks were trying to play a little bit too quickly out of their own zone. Instead, they're just going to have to settle for the line change.
35 seconds to go on the minor penalty to Layton. Over the line, left side. Here comes O'Leary. Ducks the shoulder. Driving all the way into the right wing corner. Up top to DiGeronimo. Snapped across now and held by Bush. Near side, McKennelly up top to Bush. His shot, save made by St. Jean. Seahawks trying to scramble for the rebound. They can't get it. 14 seconds left on the power play. DiGeronimo, wide right side, snapping it on the goal, and a save made by St. Jean with 8 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, the Leopards are just trying to look to get it low right around the goal line, and the Seahawks have done a good job of forcing the Leopards to keep the puck up at the blue line on this power play.
4:49 to go in the first. 8 seconds to go on the power play. DiGeronimo off the faceoff win for Wentworth. Bush snaps it on the goal. St. Jean will hold on up high. 3 seconds to go. Layton keeps standing up, ready to get out of the box. He's going to have to wait 3 more seconds. McKennelly to take the draw here for Wentworth against Vincent Marino. Long delay here on this draw. And it's won by the Leopards. Layton out of the box, back to even strength. O'Leary, right side, snaps it on the goal. Another high shot held by St. Jean. And some tempers flaring in front of the net. Linesmen quickly jump in to clean that up.
Yeah, I thought I saw a stick hit the mask of St. Jean, so that'll definitely add some fuel to the fire after the whistle.
4:38 to go now in the first. Back to even strength. Marino to take the draw against McElhaney. DiGeronimo at the right point, keeps it in. Drops it into the corner. McElhaney fires it on the net. Guarding the 5-hole was St. Jean. And he'll hold it again. 4:28 to go. A lot of whistles here down the stretch. Leopards putting the puck on net and forcing St. Jean to freeze it. England to take the draw. He wins it clean. Back to Carabia. Swung around the boards. Kidney trying to sail it long and deep. throws it off the roof. And this draw will stay in the Seahawks zone.
Yeah, the Leopards have really pinned them in ever since the power play.
4:21 to go. You've had like 5 stoppages here, and only 27 seconds has come off the clock in the last 4 minutes. Dillon in the corner. Sweeney, little backhand pass, intercepted by DiGeronimo. Kept in the zone a little bit behind O'Leary. Carabia levels McKinley. Back come the Seahawks. Sweeney dropped off to Kidney for a wrist shot. That's saved by Draper. Rebound back out to the blue line. O'Leary. His outlet is deflected. Bush will reset. Tipped up the ice and on goal, so no icing. Harker will hold it now behind St. Jean with 3:48 to go in the first. Scoops it out to the near side. Aruzioni across the ice. Nick Holt tips it over the line, chases it into the right wing corner. Trying to shuffle it on the backhand in deep. And back come the Leopards over the line left side. Milnes with a backhander that goes straight through the slot. Kept alive right side by Lapshanky. Holt trying to tie Milnes to the boards. Brendan Lloyd up to the point for a shot that's blocked, and here comes Udall off to the races. Udall with a wrist shot, and that one goes high and wide. Ricochets around the glass. Punched in deep once again by Aruzioni. Budasov now trying to give chase right side. Trying to read the pass there of Lapshansky. 2:52 to go. Lloyd over the line left side. Kidney knocks it away. Taken by Spencer Stanley. Aruzioni couldn't handle the pass. Back now for Dante Flory. Up the ice and turned over to Vincenzo Renda. Near side now Stanley. Kidney, left side, his wrister, wide of the net, left side. Puck up to the point. Renda trying to fire it in deep. Goes right off a skate. St. Jean comes way out to field it. Hands it off to Renda. Marino, drop pass, picked off. Read and taken by Adam Tracy. Tracy darting down the middle, trying to float it to Chase, knocked away by Renda. Along the far side boards, dropped down low. Chase trying to muscle his way to the goal. He's knocked over. Loose puck grabbed by Lippa. Kept alive by the Leopards, though. Up top, Flory. Swung in deep, wide of Tracy. Stevenson comes crashing in right side. Tracy will let it go by. Battle for the puck along the far side boards. Kidney fanned on an outlet. Chase trying to keep it alive. And the Leopards now will regroup with 99 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, and ever since the Leighton penalty, it seems as though the Leopards have really dominated in possession.
Carabia from behind the net. And he wants the Seahawks to restart the rush. Sennett trying to flip it in the air. Grabs his own pass. Paddles it into the zone. Taken right back by Connor Bush. Quickly up the ice. Taken left side by McKinley. Puck in the left wing corner. England trying to dig it out for Salve. Helps up off the glass. Carabia able to find England. He'll snap it hard around the boards. In behind the net, Draper looks around and then scales it out to the point. Carabia from the blue line, and that one held in the pads of Draper with 47 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, solid save by Draper because Sennett was looking right down on him, waiting for the rebound, but there was none.
47 seconds to go. Seahawks will make a full line change here. Budasov, Udall, Aruzioni, Renda, and Stanley come out for this attacking zone draw. Budasov will take it against Jake McKinley. And it's won by the Leopards, but turned over to Aruzioni. Up top to the point. Renda snaps it on the goal and wide. Stanley left side pinching in, sends it right on net. This one touched back in front for Budasov, and Draper there to deny him.
Yeah, I think that shot kind of caught Draper off guard a little bit. He was trying to adjust his positioning. Next thing you know, he's got to make a save.
O'Leary, right side, tied up. Budasov grabs the loose puck, but can't get it out. Left in the slot. DiGeronimo now pinching in with a shot, and that one deflected at the last moment high and wide. That one may have gone off a skate.
Yeah, that was just a low, hard shot. And that was trouble for St. Jean, just because of the vision-wise. There's a lot of players in front of them.
16.4 seconds to go in the first period. We've had great end-to-end action. And a tie game with 16 seconds to go. Renda off the face-off win for Salve. Along to Kidney, who fanned on a pass. Knocked down to the ice. Chase tied up with him. Kept in by the Leopards. High shot misses the glove of St. Jean. DiGeronimo fires it on the net. That's wide. And that'll do it for the first period. So the Seahawks take a 1-0 lead. The Leopards quick to respond. And as you said, Ryan, it really felt like the Leopards started to tilt the ice there in the late part of that period after they had a power play.
Yeah, and you know what? They've been doing a great job on the forecheck. They've been sending numbers into the Seahawks zone, and it really started to work out for them towards the end of that period. We'll see if they can keep it up throughout the next 40 minutes because that is a very physically demanding way to play the game, but it's effective thus far.
Shots, no surprise, 11 each. And we're tied 1-1 through one period here at the Abbey. We will take a break while they tend to the ice. You're watching Salve Regina and Wentworth on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey, getting ready for the start of the second period. Salve Regina and Wentworth tied at 1. The Seahawks scored a minute 10 in. Eric Udall off the feed from Danny Aruzioni lit the lamp to give the Seahawks the lead, but shortly thereafter, the Leopards' Nate Chase fed it past Louis Felix St. Jean, and the teams battled scoreless, but the Leopards began to tilt the ice a little bit there late in the first period. And with a fresh sheet, we'll see how these two sides start off the second. Andy Pizzelli here bringing you the call. I'd like to welcome into the broadcast now former Seahawk Adam Augusta. Adam, how you doing here tonight?
I'm doing well, Andrew. How are you?
Good, pretty good. And we're here tonight at the women's game. The Seahawk women's ice hockey team honored your sister, Angela Augusta, in her support of her foundation, Angela's Army. Angela, if you don't know the story and you're listening, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in May. Has been an absolute warrior in battling cancer, and then even more so in setting up this foundation in charity to help others, raise awareness, raise funds. I'm sure you must be so proud of what she's done and the tremendous amount of support that she's gotten and is providing for others. So tell me a little bit about, from your perspective, how that's all gone down.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a tough pill to swallow, finding out right after. I'll tell you right after. Hopefully Johnny gets a goal here.
Hits it along for Carangelo, who sends it wide. You can just go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll step right over you if somebody scores.
But she found out 10, 11 days right after graduation, that she was diagnosed with stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. She's just a warrior. She's a role model for me, and I couldn't be a prouder older brother for what she went through for the whole summer, and surrendering her summer. She was supposed to live in Newport with all of her friends that a lot of Salve grads do, and to move back home to go through treatment, and like you said, she was just a warrior through it all. And the fact that she was able to start this nonprofit organization that we're going to get recognized by the state of Massachusetts in the next coming weeks to help kids that have gone through the same type of story that she's been going through, and just put a smile on everybody's face, and raise money for such an awful disease, but it brings a lot of people together, and it's brought my family closer, and Salve in Newport is Angela and I's second home. The men here and then the women's teams, they're we love hockey so much, and we love watching these guys. Angela still watches the girls. I still watch all the men's teams. Good save, Louis. But it was just it was a tough pill to swallow back in May. But after yesterday, watching her ring the bell after her last chemo treatment, put a tear to my eye. My dad, my mom, my brother. So it was a special moment. She's a special kid, and I'm thankful for everything that Salve, every sports team has done for her and my family, and to help raise money. And it's been an awesome experience. Even with the sickness and everything, but like you said, she's a warrior. She got through it all. So.
Yeah, she credited you. She came on the broadcast at the women's game and talked about how she didn't really want to post on social media. She didn't want to try and make herself a victim in going through this, but she said she got the push from you to start the Angela's Army thing. You guys had kind of rallied around her for that, and how it really just took off.
Yep.
So she was very, very proud of you for helping her through that. If anybody listening tonight wants to donate, wants to learn more, how could they do that? Where could they go?
So they could go to my Instagram at Adam Augusta. There's a link there that has a GoFundMe page where we're raising money, or they can search GoFundMe at Angela's Army. They'll be able to donate money. Angela's goal was it's $5,000. She's almost there again with the GoFundMe page alone. If you guys want to,
The puck from an off-angle shot hops past Draper, and the Seahawks score. 17:50 to go in the second period. Have to see who that is.
I believe that was Kidney.
Looks like, yes, Kidney coming through the line. Just an off-angle shot. That one just forced through Draper. Big swing here for the Seahawks to start the second period. As Adam said, you could go find Angela's Army on his Instagram or on a GoFundMe page. Now, maybe shift gears just for a second while I have you in the booth. You're a Seahawk alum. You've been a part of some very special and very historic teams with the men's ice hockey program. What is your assessment so far in the young season with this squad?
I've been able to watch almost all the games. Like I said, after we had that run to Lake Placid, I became so close with the freshmen. I was already close with the other classmen, but after that run to Lake Placid was, it brought just our group together, and I followed all the games, and I was able to get to the Plymouth State game, the first game of the year, and this is a very good team. I think what Zach Klon has done is, built that. What a save by Louis! But he's, Klon has just brought in the right type of people, the right type of kids that want to win. There's no egos on this team, and they're benefiting it from that.
Leopards trying to carry it right down the middle, and it's denied. Sent around the boards. Back in behind the net now, Brendan Lloyd. And he'll battle with Carangelo. Looking to clear the zone. McLean softly plays it out into space. And the Leopards will regroup here and just touch it into the zone. McLean over the blue line, across to Aruzioni. Has Carangelo to his right. Carangelo now into the middle with a fake. Shoots, backhand shot, score! Carangelo left, right, and back around Draper, and the Seahawks add to their lead. What a move from Carangelo. We'll give you a chance to look at the replay here. Great find from Aruzioni, and just what patience and skill. 3-1, Salve with the lead. Well, on that note, Adam, I'd like to thank you for coming in, joining us here on the broadcast. I won't keep you from, now you're a fan. You can come and enjoy these games as a fan. I'll let you get back to it with the Seahawks leading 3-1.
I appreciate it.
Thanks again for coming on, and thank you for everything you guys have done.
Yeah,
and as you said, for Angela, inspiring yourself, your family, and others. She's doing a tremendous job. And I wish all of you guys the best of luck.
I thank you too, Andrew. I appreciate it. I'll be listening to you on the next games.
Thank you. That's Adam Augusta joining us here on the broadcast to talk about his sister Angela battling Hodgkin's lymphoma and raising funds and awareness through her foundation, Angela's Army. We'll be sure to have a link in tonight's recap of the game where you can find the GoFundMe page for her. Just a tremendous story. Shot, that one whistling high by Adam Tracy.
Andrew, you got to have the Augustas on a lot more often. 2 goals when Angela was on during the women's ice hockey game, and now when Adam is on, another 2 goals, this time for the men.
The Augusta touch, I guess. We had Angela join us during the women's hockey game. It was great to see her out and about, and didn't know, she mentioned it on the broadcast, that the day before had been her final treatment of chemo. And so it was a very emotional day for her as St. Jean snacks this one out of the air. Very emotional day for her to be back with the Seahawk women's ice hockey team and to be honored pregame with a ceremonial puck drop. The women's soccer team presented her a check for money they had raised for Angela's Army. And I heard after the fact that the women's hockey team, they raised $1,000 just from donations and apparel sales at that game alone to go right towards Angela's Army. This one sent right out in front, and then Kidney grabs the loose puck, tries to send it in stride for Lipa, taken away by DiGeronimo. Fans in attendance here tonight can also purchase some Angela's Army gear. They came here to the men's game to set up, and it was good to have Adam on the broadcast here at the men's game to talk about his sister and the experience. Wraparound chance sent wide of the net. And Augusta mentioned it, this Seahawk men's ice hockey team for a while now has had a really great alumni base. Players from all generations come back annually. And it's something special to play here and to play for teams at Salve. And always good to see the alumni come back. And plenty of them in the house here tonight at both games. Packed house here at the Abbey as it was at St. George's.
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like a mini alumni weekend.
Carabia denied by Draper. Puck scooped out to center. And yeah, we'll reset things for you here. The Seahawks score twice to start the second period. They led 1-0. Leopards quickly tied. But 2 quick goals from Kidney and Carangelo. That one from Carangelo, just nasty with the fakes.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we said earlier, with the trailer, that's how it all started. Carangelo was trailing. He just gets the puck laid off to him, makes a man miss, and then made Draper miss. And that's one that's going to be on his highlight tape, that's for sure.
Well, Kidney to the box now. He gets called for a penalty. And just what the doctor maybe ordered here for the Leopards, they'll get a power play with 14-17 to go in the second period, trailing 3-1.
And the last time the Leopards were on the power play, they weren't able to accomplish much, but it was the effects of after the power play that really started to energize Wentworth.
Puck in behind the net, left side. 2 Seahawks converge. Grabbed now by Flory. Chase moves it up top to the point. Stevenson pinching in. Back to Chase for a shot. Fanned on it. Dillon able to poke it back out to center. Carried back in by Flory. Seahawks trying to send it down the ice. Scooped out to center. Bush turns and carries left side. Bush along the wing, drops it into the corner. McKennelly off to the side of the net. Out high now, Bush with space. Risen on the goal, and it's saved by St. Jean. What a stop off the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know how that puck ended up in his glove, but that must have got tipped around 2 or 3 times. And a great save there by St. Jean to keep this a 2-goal game for the Seahawks.
13:01 to go. 44 seconds to go on the power play. Puck to the right side. DiGeronimo back up top to Bush. O'Leary, top of the left wing circle. Fakes, hands off down low. Trying to get it back to him on the back door, and they miss the pass. 29 seconds to go. O'Leary, right side, hands off for a shot. That one's blocked by Renda. Wide left side, Bush hustles over to keep it in. McKennelly below the circle. We're going to drop it back off. Little flick shot saved by St. Jean. Rebound around and back out to DiGeronimo at the right point. Along the boards. Hands off. And that one is deflected. Kept in with 4 seconds. Puck loose off to the side of the cage. Poked into the corner, and that'll do it. We're back to even strength. Kidney out of the box. Hustling back into the frame. O'Leary drops it down low, trying to get it back in front. Puck off to the side of the cage. Stanley and Renda trying to come and rip it free. Kidney finds the loose puck, shuffles it up top to Sennett. Across now to McLean. McLean up the right side, headed towards the net. In behind the cage, she'll circle all the way out to the left side. McLean up high with a wrist shot. Save made. Rebound left in the slot. And then knocked away from the Seahawks. Would have had an open net to shoot at. Herka to McLean. Over the line right side. Trying to snap it on the goal, and it's deflected out of play by Connor Bush.
Yeah, Seahawks tried to come right back there as McLean just receives a tape-to-tape pass right on the blue line. Tries to fire a quick shot off that just gets deflected.
Offensive zone draw here for Salve. Marino will take it. Interesting setup here. The Seahawks put no one along the right side boards. They went it right back to Kidney off the draw. Save made, and the rebound popped right out of the glove from Draper. Little set play design there off the draw from head coach Zach Klon. Worked to perfection. Draper just able to make the save. They got what they wanted. Herka touches it across. Lippa with the backhand. Sends it into the zone. Gets his own pass. Trying to get it across for Kidney. That one sailed through the air and wide. Back to Lippa in the slot. Trying to get to the forehand. Fanned on the shot. And the Leopards will skate it out. Alec Talion Leaves it right side. Snapped on the goal. St. Jean paddles it behind the cage. Puck rolling up the boards on the left side. Blad able to get it away. Off-angle shot. That one's blocked, and the net off its moorings, I believe, with 10:49 to play in the period.
Yeah, St. Jean ends up knocking this one off the moorings, and that's only because he had to go post to post in a hurry. And it looks like the Seahawks aren't going to be allowed to change because it was St. Jean who knocked the net off. So they'll have tired legs on the ice and a face-off in the defensive zone.
10:49 to go in the period. Seahawks leading 3-1. Face-off won cleanly by the Leopards. Wrist shot in on the net. St. Jean makes the save. That was Gordetsky being denied. And this will be icing here against Salve. Gordetsky shooting right off the draw. And head coach Jay Pecora not happy about something on the bench.
I think he's just urging the Leopards to move quickly, trying to take advantage of the Seahawk players who are stuck out on the ice.
Puck fired off the board. Seahawks can't clear it. Right back out in front. Loose puck. Chase was sitting right next to St. Jean. Has it now. Spins it to Gordetsky. Point pass picked off by Kidney. Seahawks should be able to get some fresh legs here. Kidney wanting to rag the puck. Dropped it off. Gordetsky picked it off. Here comes Tracy now onside, left side. Pushed into the corner. Up top to Flory. His shot denied by St. Jean. Rebound picked off by Layton. Snapped off the boards and out of play.
Yeah, that turnover was big at Central Ice because now the Seahawks are still going to be stuck out on the ice. Unless they elect to take a timeout, which I think is the discussion right now.
And confusion here about whether or not the Seahawks can change out their men or not. Jay Pecora asking for a delay of game penalty. Don't think that's going to happen simply because it seemed like the officials were confused as well.
Yeah, if anything, the Seahawks bought a couple seconds to catch their breath.
Face off, won by the Leopards. Herka grabs the puck, trapped in the corner. And he gets spilled over, lost the puck. Layton trying to come and pin it. Very tired legs out there right now for Salve. They have to try and get this puck out. Kidney softly saucers it ahead. And this will not be icing. And that's lucky for Salve. That was close. This one sent up the ice, and the Leopards ice it.
Yeah, that was big for the Seahawks. Kidney's able to just dump it down the ice, and I think Bush was in the area, so no icing call from the linesman. And I think Zetlon is working out what just happened with one of the officials, trying to discuss why he couldn't either take a timeout or make a change.
Budasov chasing after it in deep. Ruzioni all alone in the right wing corner. Ruzioni dancing, sends it across, looking for a shot that goes wide. That was Stanley. Stanley able to jump in front of a pass and pick it off. Whistles it into the left wing corner. Budasov collects, sends it back out in front, looking for Udall. That one was blocked by Hallisey. Puck squirms free into the right wing corner. Ruzioni first there for Salve. Budasov chasing after it now along the far side boards. Up top, Stanley waiting, teeing up a drive. That one tipped by Ruzioni and wide. Udall in after it, right side. He keeps it in, trying to walk his way into the slot, wanted to get a shot away. It's blocked, falling down. He'll lose the puck, turns it over to the Leopards. DiGeronimo with speed through the neutral zone, snaps it on the goal, wide of the glove of St. Jean. Ruzioni sends it out to the point, but not out. Bush throwing it on the goal, and that one saved by St. Jean. Puck hops into the corner. Ruzioni hard off the boards, not out. Bush up top. Across to McKay. His drive is blocked. And once again, the Seahawks pinned in their zone here. Bush throwing it into the slot. That's knocked away. Udall Shuffles it across to Budasov. He'll gain the line. Snap it towards the goal, right into the glove of Draper. Leopards look to try and counter quickly while the Seahawks are making changes. Dillon, though, pins his man to the boards. Sent it down to Carabia, up to Carangelo at center. Can't connect with McLean. And the puck will roll into Seahawk territory. Dillon punches it into the air. And get the lie by Wentworth. Snap on the goal, and St. Jean holds it off the shot from Brendan Lloyd.
And all these tight line changes and these extra long shifts are coming from the Seahawks play in their own defensive zone. They got to really take control of the puck, and they've allowed Wentworth to just pin them in their own zone and keep possession of the puck and just making the Seahawks tired.
7:49 to go in the second. Two other games in action. End of the second period. Becker and West New England tied 2-2. End of the first period. Curry on top of Nichols 2-0. UNE beat Endicott 4-0 earlier today. That game already final. Here comes Carangelo with speed. Hands off to Sennett. Trying to get it back to Carangelo. McLean off angle shot. That one off the back of the net. Out to the point left side. Herka keeps it in for Salve. Throws it towards the goal. Save made by Draper with the blocker. Herka snapped across to J.J. Layton at the blue line. Sends it towards the goal looking for a tip. Ricochets into the corner. Sennett wanted to move it up to Herka on the backhand. Picked off instead by Sam Milnes. Milnes 1-on-3. Carrying into the corner left side. Along the boards trying to shield the puck from Layton. Wedged free but a penalty.
Interference.
It looks like they're going to call McLean. Or Layton maybe. Yep, this is J.J. Layton. And he's going to go to the box for the second time tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a hook apparently on this one.
.7:04 to go in the second. Power play for the Leopards. Stevenson straight away at the point. Left side Chase, who has the lone goal for Wentworth. Brendan Lloyd. Make this Tracy. Snaps it on the goal and it deflects into the right wing corner. Up top Stevenson. Waiting. Shooting. Save made by St. Jean. Seahawks corral the rebound and want to streak now shorthanded. Udall sends it across to Lippa. Lippa ducks the shoulder into the corner. Seahawks will make some changes here. Lippa to Budasov, fresh off the bench. Budasov tried and get to cut towards the net. Tied up and lost the puck. Now the Seahawks have to hustle back defensively. Stanley swings it across to Renda. Budasov tips it forward. Draper moves it away from him. Gordetsky over the line right side to the faceoff circle, throwing it towards the net. That's wide. Tracy in the corner. Will walk it off the boards. Drops it down low. Gordetsky back to Tracy. Trying to pick a corner. And St. Jean rising to the challenge once again. Right side Stevenson. Trying to snap it backdoor wide of Gordetsky. Tracy is there to hold on to it at the blue line. Tracy watched by Budasov. Drops it into the corner. Stevenson calling for it at the point instead. Down behind the net to McKennelly. Circle wide now. Renda comes to challenge. Halsey up top to Bush. 21 seconds to go on the power play. Right in front for a shot. They score!
Leopard strategy on the power play pays off there. They wanted to get the puck low. They accomplished that. They got the Seahawks to overcommit, and that opened up the slot where Jake Hallisey, the junior from Quincy, Mass, is able to walk right in and get it just over the shoulder of St. Jean and make this a one-goal game.
5:20 to go in the second. We figured this would be a close game. These two always play really tight, really physical games. It was a back and forth game last night. Here's McLean. He snaps it on the goal, and Draper will hang on. Seahawks will get an attacking zone draw. And it's just evidenced by the record. The Leopards actually own a 27-7-3 record all time. Seahawks have gone 3-2-2 in the last 7 meetings. And the Seahawks have been one of the top teams in the nation the last 3 seasons. But the Leopards have battled them pretty much even during that span. As do a lot of the teams in the CCC. It's really any given night. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time. These back-to-back games in the conference now, it really familiarizes yourself with the teams. And you get to know each other's playing tendencies a lot quicker, and it leads to just better quality hockey.
Here comes Bush. Can't carry past McLean. Carangelo. Make this Englund, touches it to himself. Over the line left side. Snapping it towards the goal. McLean crashing the net. Sennett trying to jam it home. Is knocked down. Here's Stanley with a wrist shot and a save by Draper. Bush in the far corner. Scoops it out to the blue line. Kept alive by Herker across to Stanley. Paddled back to Englund. Trying to get it to the net. And that one is blocked by Bush. Stanley peels it off the boards near side. Trying to get it to Sennett. And it's turned over to Sam Milnes. And Herker will retreat to his own zone with 3:55 to go in the period. Kidney. Wide left side, ducking the shoulder. Trying to get right to the net with a backhand, and Draper all over that. .343 to go in the period. Shots close to even, 22-20 in favor of Salve. Seahawks, though, have held the Leopards to 0-3 on the power play. Seahawks 0-for-1 on their lone man advantage. Marino is going to get kicked out of the circle here on this draw. Left wing side in the attacking end. Lippa will step in and take it against Tracy. Wins it back to Marino. His shot high and wide. Puck all the way around the boards, back out to center. Gordetsky and Renda tangle for it. Stanley jumps in to grab it, and he'll outlet Marino. Renda with speed, and he's offside.
Yeah, Kidney is just offsides. Thought he had the back skate down, but apparently not. The Seahawks are trying to move quickly there.
Leopards have lost 3 in a row. They only have 2 wins on the season. All their games have been tight. They beat Castleton and Western New England. They tied with Western New England, but that's the official record. For conference purposes this year, the teams after an overtime period that's scoreless go to a 3-on-3 overtime and then go to a shootout if still tied, just to determine an extra point for seeding. Gordetsky off a turnover in the slot, leaves it off for Tracy with a bomb, and St. Jean there to make the stop.
Yeah, a bomb from about 5 feet away, too. Tough stop there.
Aruzioni trying to get it back in front for Udall. Knocked away from him. Top of the circle, Aruzioni. Swung across. Stanley with a shot, and that one's blocked. Draper looking around, didn't know where it was. Renda back in front, and Budasov couldn't touch it home. Udall at the end boards, trying to dance away from contact, able to shake his way free, getting it back out in front. Shot denied. Budasov right on the doorstep. Renda trying to keep this in is offside. Couple of great chances there for Salve, but back to that point about the overtime. The Golden Bears and Leopards actually went to the 3-on-3 overtime, and the Leopards did prevail in that. Still goes down as a tie, but they get that extra point. Seahawks have not had to play in overtime yet this season. Well, that's a big change in the conference. And even though nobody ever likes a shootout when the result doesn't go your way, it's probably one of the most exciting things you could have happen.
Oh, absolutely. If you don't have a dog in the fight, if you will, it's one of the best things to watch.
McLean's drive is blocked. And then he's being pushed up the boards by Carter Stevenson. Carabia walking his way through center. Scales it around the glass on the backhand. Flory knocks it away from McLean. Leopards scoop it out to center. Dillon quickly back to Sennett. Blazing over the line left side. Cutting around into the right wing corner. Up top to Renda. Snap across now, Dillon. Throwing it back out in front. Kidney with the tip. That's blocked. Flory knocks him off the puck. Giving back to Stanley at center. Puck skipping into the zone. Kidney trying to get around Stevenson. Kidney with the puck down low. Kidney trying to hop his way in front. Seahawks looking for an interference call. They don't get it. Kidney now trying to pressure from behind. McKinley turns it over at center. And the Seahawks, England sends it in deep. Puck off the official, so it stays in. Lippa looking to center it to England. With 1 minute left here in the second. Kidney in deep. Trying to spin away and look for daylight. Gets knocked down, and we do have a penalty now.
Yeah, it was a very physical sequence in that far corner. We'll see who's going to the box. My guess is as good as yours here.
And the Leopard going to the box is Alec Talon. And for a hooking call. That gives the Seahawks a power play here. Shot gets up and out of play. And this faceoff will come out to neutral ice. Renda over the line right side. Drops it in deep. Leopards there first. Two Seahawks converge. Puck trapped in behind the net. 5-man scrum. In behind Thomas Draper. Budasov trying to work his way to the front, and it's knocked down the ice by the Leopards. 26 seconds to go in the period. So the Seahawks would have plenty of time in the third with a clean sheet if they don't score in the waning seconds here. Stanley chasing after it with 13. Waiting in behind the net. Out to Sennett with 7 seconds. Along now for Budasov. Budasov carrying right to the goal, and it's denied. Trying to cut right across the face of Draper. Got upended in the process. Couldn't tuck it in.
Yeah, and that was the only thing stopping him. He brought it in through the backhand and just couldn't bring it to his forehand to finish the job. But quite the drive there by Budasov. And that'll wrap things up for the second period. The Leopards strike back after 2 quick goals at the top of this period for the Seahawks. We're headed for an exciting third period. It's a 1-goal game.
And the Seahawks will have 1:07 left on a power play when the third period begins. We make the turn for home. Salve Regina leading Wentworth 3-2. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Best Music Compilation.
Welcome back to the Abbey. Start of the third period. Power play for the Seahawks. Stanley will carry it left side. Seahawks leading 3-2. Leopards get the clear here. Trying to hang on and complete another sweep in conference play. Sennett with some space, dishes it across to Budasov. Back to Sennett. Looking to touch it to the point, and that one is deflected. Soft pass from Sennett. Let Halsey get in the way of it. Renda now with 30 seconds. Up to Stanley. Across McLean with a one-timer that's blocked by McKay. Stanley out high. Weaves his way right side. Back to Renda. McLean settles it. Fires it, and it's blocked. Draper spilled out. Net is empty for the moment. Then the puck carried by Tracy across to Ernster. One-on-one with Renda, and his shot is blocked. And we're back to even strength. Seahawks wanted to get it to Eruzione, who had an angle. Englund. Carabia holding behind the net. Eruzione across to Marino. Around a man, he'll carry into the corner. Eruzione touches it around the boards. Dillon pinching in left side. Puck hops to Eruzione in the left wing corner. Nate Chase sends it out to center. Glove down by Carabia. Udall with the backhand. Plays it into the slot. Picked off by Carter Stevenson. Golodetsky across the ice. Carabia there to swat it back in. Stevenson can't connect with Gordetsky, and this is going to be icing against Wentworth.
Yeah, big kill coming out of the locker room for the Leopards. That'll help them gather some momentum for the start of this third period.
Bush off the face-off win for Wentworth. Gordetsky. Matt Dillon. Now Carabia. Kidney wanting to send it in, and he didn't get a piece of it, so this is icing against Salve now.
Yeah, England tried to get into a race for the icing to try to wave it off, but he just came up short.
Becker on top of West New England, 4-3 now. Start of the third. Still 4-0 Curry now against Nichols. Midway through the second period. 4-0 UNE, the final from earlier today. 3-2 here. Kidney chasing after it. Flory sends it away from him, up the boards. O'Leary with speed straight down the middle. O'Leary with a wrist shot and a glove save by St. Jean.
Yeah, great display of speed there by Leary. Just working by himself. And he'll win a face-off in the attacking zone for the Leopards.
17:26 to go in the third. Carangelo, who had a phenomenal goal earlier in this game, will take the defensive zone draw here for Salve, and he wins it cleanly. Back to Herka, skips it off the glass. Sennett quickly up to Tim Sweeney. Sweeney wrists it on the goal. That goes wide. Sennett, left side, behind the net for Sweeney. DiGeronimo takes the puck away. Deflects to J.J. Layton. Sweeney looking to tip it forward. Grabbed by O'Leary. O'Leary dancing his way out high, trying to get it back in front. Blocked down. Backhand shot is saved by St. Jean. A rocket of a shot. Seahawks look to clear. Lloyd will drop it back for the entrance by the Leopards. Herka now with it. Layton. Make that Carangelo trying to enter it into the zone. Will come to the bench for a change now. Herka around the boards. Eruzione wanted to get it to Budasov. Layton back to Eruzione. Off of Udall at center. Lloyd. Soft lean to the right wing corner. Leighton behind the net, turned it over. Puck back out in front for a shot. St. Jean looking around. Didn't know where it was. It's out on the left wing side. Back in front and loose, and Eruzione will just skate it out of trouble. Here comes Budasov over the line. Budasov right to the net with a shot. Rebound punched wide by Udall. Lipa now right to the cage. Again, Draper makes the save. Udall trying to collect it on the backhand. Will walk it up the near side boards. All the way across. Herka snapping it back in front for the tip from Lipa. Puck into the right wing corner. And grabbed now by Wentworth. Liam McKay turns it over. Right side. Kidney moves it up top to the point. Renda waiting, shooting intentionally wide. Rebound out in front. Carangelo with a shot. That's blocked. And then scooped up and carried by Brendan Lloyd. Knocked over by Stanley. And this is going to be an easy penalty to make.
Yeah, it's going to get the attention of the official almost every time. Definitely not intentional, as there was a move made at the last second. But Stanley is going to have to go to the box for that knee-to-knee check.
Wentworth 1 for 3 on the power play tonight.
A little mix-up near the Seahawk bench.
Lipa, Udall, Dillon, and Carabia, the penalty killers. Tracy, Stevenson, Gordetsky, Chase, and Flory, the 5 men out there on the power play for Wentworth. And you expect them to try and use the big body. Dante Flory, 6'5", and get him into the middle. Here's Gordetsky off a clean win with a shot and a save made by St. Jean. Scramble for the rebound, and he hangs on.
Well, what a start to this Wentworth power play. They're just getting pucks and people to the net.
Seahawks quickly change off Dillon and Carabia. Herka and Renda come on. Eruzione will come out, and Budasov. So one face-off and quickly changing out the penalty killers. Budasov wins it back to Renda, and he tries to fire around the boards. The Leopards pleading for a delay of game penalty here. They're going to say that the puck was deflected.
Yeah, I thought I heard a little bit of a tip, so it'll be in the neutral zone.
That would have been very unfortunate for the Seahawks. Would have made it a 5-on-3. Stevenson at center, sends it across. Puck loose top of the left wing circle. Grab now in the slot. Chase across to Gordetsky with a shot. And the save made by St. Jean. And more scrapping after the play. The officials quickly to jump in.
And Seahawks going after the biggest guy on the ice in front of the net.
Tracy and Budasov on the draw. One back to Stevenson. Up top, left wing side, it's Chase. Straight away, Stevenson. Right side, Gordetsky. In the circle, up top, Stevenson. Blitzed by Budasov. Back across to Gordetsky. Renda trying to knock the puck away from him. Flory in deep. Shuffles it on the backhand. Puck trapped in the corner. Seahawks trying to find it. Loose and gathered by the Seahawks. And 2-on-1 break here. Eruzione to Budasov. Trying to get it back to Eruzione just off the mark.
Yeah, that was a tough play to complete. Good on the Leopards to get their sticks down and into the passing lane.
Udall almost had it and could streak shorthanded. Gathers over the blue line. Wanted to leave it along for Lipa. Grabbed instead by Joey O'Leary. Leopards reset their rush. With 50 seconds to go on the power play. It's sent off the boards in behind the net. St. Jean waiting. Scales it off the glass around to the near side. All the way out to center. It's grabbed by Udall. 1-on-1. Now darting back into the frame is Stevenson, and Udall will chase it down into the right wing corner and just pass it all the way back to Carabia. Sent across now to Matt Dillon. Back to Udall, and he'll touch it into the zone. Sennett chasing after it, forcing the puck to Drew DiGeronimo. Here's O'Leary over the blue line. Pestered by Sennett. Dillon Sennett skips it off the glass and down the ice. Big clear with 12 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, it's a big kill by the Seahawks, especially by Udall, taking the puck through the neutral zone into the far corner and then smartly playing it back to the rest of his penalty killers.
And we're back to even strength. Puck ricocheted out to center. Halsey. McKennelly. As Halsey was knocked down on his way to the net. Leopards turn it over. Here's Carangelo. Surveys the field. Sees the Seahawks are in the midst of a change. Slows up his rush. Now darts left side. Snaps it on the goal. And a save made by Tom Draper. Seeing that one all the way. Seahawks leading 3-2. 12:49 to go in the third. Off the face-off win, Leighton from the blue line with a shot. That one blocked in front. Rebound corralled out to the left side, and now a little 2-on-2 break here for the Leopards. Backhand shot denied by St. Jean. Talon up to Flory, waiting, shooting, and right into the gut of the Seahawks netminder.
Yeah, Seahawks almost got caught there. They got a 2-on-1. Lippa is able to backtrack and just get his stick in there to affect the shot. But still, you don't want to see 2-on-1s when you have a lead at this point in the game.
Attacking zone draw for the Leopards. Seahawks going with really quick shifts here when they can. Trying to keep everybody out there as fresh as possible. Lippa turns it over to Stevenson. Backpedaling into his defensive zone. Across to Flory. Scoop pass, glove down by Dillon. Back out to center and a 3-on-2 break here for Salve. Here's Englund with the Ruzioni crashing the net. Left side, Udall with a drive. That goes high and wide. Make that Kidney. Puck in the left wing corner. Fluttered out to center. Karabia to Budasov. He'll shovel it into the zone. Stevenson with it for the Leopards and 11:49 and counting to go in the period. Here's Budasov now. Trying to carry down the middle. Poked away from him. Stevenson will reset the rush for Wentworth. Trying to get it past Dillon. Chase carries it onside. Spins and plays it into the slot. No one there. His team was in the midst of a change. Dillon now. Cross ice for Budasov. Budasov over the line. Hands off to the trailer. Udall. Eruzioni trying to get it back to Budasov. Adam Tracy now. Over the line. Has Chase with him. Poked away by Renda. And that one will deflect up and out of play. Faceoff will come back to the Seahawks zone with 11:15 to play in the third period. Seahawks holding on to a one-goal lead.
We've seen this an awful lot tonight. Wentworth is just finding ways to get these attacking zone faceoffs. They're just trying to pin Salve in their own zone, and that's how you create opportunities for yourself.
Carangelo and Tracy on the draw here. Attacking zone draw for Wentworth, left wing side. Tie up on the draw. Seahawks trying to punch it out to center, and they do. DiGeronimo there to quickly send it back in. And the Leopards never fully got back on side. Stanley, cross ice pass deflected. Bounced off the official. A lot of trading of the puck right now on the neutral ice. Stanley. Near side, Sennett trying to punch it in. And I think the Seahawks are called offside. We'll draw just outside of the Leopard zone with 10:43 to go in the third. And now they move this face-off into the Leopard zone. So Seahawks get an attacking end draw. Vincent Marino in to take it for Salve. Won by the Leopards. Bush spinning in the corner. Chips it off the glass. O'Leary can't handle it at center. Marino on the backhand, trying to get it to Sweeney, taken back by DiGeronimo. Off the glass, long and deep. This should be icing, and it is. It feels like both of these teams have kind of hit the slog here. A lot of turnovers.
Yeah, things are starting to slow down a little bit, and it's just the style of play that they've been playing tonight. They came out and played a heavy up and down the ice type of game, and it's starting to show now, as they're saying. Quick changes from the Seahawks and a lot of turnovers. Could be some tired legs on the second game of the weekend for these two teams.
England will take the draw here. Wins it back to Carangelo. Quick shot off the draw. Save made by Draper. That one seemed to catch him off guard. Carangelo adjusted his positioning right before the draw there to be almost just behind behind the man taking the draw. Almost worked out in the Seahawks' favor. Carangelo now, head of steam, straight down the middle into a triple team, lost the puck. Arabia at center. Fires it off the boards, takes a crazy bounce back into the slot. Sennett collects, shoots, and that one just missed high. .9:43 and counting. Lippa able to cause a turnover. Sennett, then him trying to dig it out in deep. Left wing corner, Lippa able to pester O'Leary. Stanley with it now, back to Renda. Lippa paddles it into the zone. Grabbed by Drew DiGeronimo. Cross ice pass all the way back to the Seahawks zone. Renda turns it right back to Lloyd. Stanley near side. All the way across to Renda. Marino. Behind the net, Sweeney. Throws the shoulder. Stanley with the puck. Up top, Renda. Trying to snap it in front. Marino trying to paddle it on the goal. Eruzione couldn't get to it. Stanley not able to keep it alive at the blue line. Seahawks jump back over the line. O'Leary. Cross ice pass deflected. Sweeney got a piece of that one. Here comes Lloyd. Trying to turn on Layton. Chased into the corner. Puck now behind Louis Felix St. Jean. Left side Layton. Up to Eruzione. And behind the play, Renda was tied up with Sam Milnes. Renda is without a helmet.
This completely flew under the radar.
Well behind the play, and what do we have?
No, anybody's going to the box.
No indication of anything from the officials. I wonder if they just were stopping play because Renda didn't have a helmet. But the helmet had to have come off somehow.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know on that one, but we play on.
And Chase over the line left side, snaps it on the goal. St. Jean makes the save, and that hops up right in his face. And he just lets it fall in his glove.
Good job of tracking that puck, too. That's just such a strange rebound, just popping straight up in the air. He's able to just keep his eyes on it and plop it down right into his glove.
Renda, right side, finds Eruzione with speed, up to Eric Udall. Udall ducks the shoulder right side, driving in, left wing corner now, back to Eruzione. Udall, wide left side, spins it on the backhand, across for a shot, save made by Draper. That was Renda, he collects his own shot. Eruzione left side, had it tied up in his skates. Udall, right in front, Budasov faking, tripped up, trying to get it on the net. And back come the Leopards, 4-on-2 break. Tracy, left side, waiting, shooting, and a save made by St. Jean. Seahawks pleading for a penalty there when Budasov made that move to the net. And head coach Zach Klon wants a word with the official.
Yeah, well, the Seahawks almost paid for it on the back end of that play. They give up yet another rush. That's a couple of rushes that Wentworth has had tonight. You can count plenty of them. But this time it was Renda getting down on the ice, taking away the passing lane and forcing a shot.
Right in front, they score! O'Leary right after the draw, and we're tied at 3.
Yeah, it was a backhand. They just scooped it right out of the corner. And I think that backhand shot just caught St. Jean by surprise. And the Leopards make this an even game with 7:26 remaining in the third period. And it's going to be interesting to see how both teams react to that goal.
John McLean carries down the boards left side, lost the puck. Seahawks trying to remain undefeated. It's a difficult thing to do, especially in conference play when all these teams, like you said, Ryan, especially in the back-to-backs, you get to know each other so well. And these teams perennially, Salve and Wentworth, always play each other really tough. McLean just sails one towards the goal. Puck was loose for a moment. There's a man without a stick for a second for Wentworth.
The last 2 times these teams have met, both in 2019. In January, it was the Leopards coming away with a 4-3 win. Last night, the Seahawks were victorious 4-3. And here we are with a 3-3 game in the third period. So it could very well be 4-3 once again.
Well, in that game last year here at the Abbey, the Seahawks had a 3-1 lead and saw the Leopards score 3 unanswered, including a goal in the last 30 seconds to come away with that 4-3 win. Seahawks led 3-1 tonight, and we're tied again at 3. A lot of time left, though. 6:33 in regulation. Seahawks have yet to play overtime here this season, and we could be heading towards that now. Lippa over the line, left side, trying to get it to Sweeney. Into the right wing corner, Englund chasing after it. Puck up to the point, Renda across now to Spencer Stanley, snaps it on the goal, blocked and saved by Draper. And he hangs on.
Yeah, Sweeney was trying to redirect the puck onto the net, but instead it'll go straight to the goalkeeper, Draper, and we'll have a face-off to his blocker side.
And it's Jake McKennelly who gets the goal that ties the game for Wentworth. We originally had said it was Joey O'Leary, but it's number 19, Jake McKennelly, who's got an assist tonight already as well. Here comes Flory. Flipped into the corner. Renda chasing after that. Tracy trying to take it away. The two of them do battle in the corner. Budasov and Gordetzi in there as well. Tracy comes away with it. Chase snaps it on the goal, and it's saved by St. Jean.
Ooh, Leopards are working hard when the puck is getting to the corner. That's how they brought this game even, and that's how they just got that shot off. They win the 50-50 puck in the far corner, get it right to that left circle where they're going to get a quick shot off on St. Jean, who made the save.
We've got 6 goals up on the board, but both of these goaltenders have made some sensational stops here tonight. Chase with a drive, fought off by St. Jean. Stanley, cross ice for McLean. Trying to get it to Carangelo, who was crashing the net. Carangelo now trying to gather along the far side boards. Pinching in is Renda. Tracy all alone on the rush. Can't get around Spencer Stanley. Renda in the corner. Stanley grabs the loose puck. Looks to start the rush himself. Stanley flies it at the goal. Draper gloves it down. Leaves it for DiGeronimo. 5 minutes to go in the third. Game tied at 3. McLean without a stick, trying to get in the way of McKennelly. Drops it off now to O'Leary, where a shot that goes wide. Halsey in the corner, back to O'Leary. Marino chasing after him there. Puck up to the point. Bush snaps across to Drew DiGeronimo. Say that 3 times fast. He gets caved over in the corner. Marino. Kidney. Snaps it into the zone. 4.5 to play. Marino chasing after it in deep. Puck in the left wing corner. Halsey. Giving back to Layton. Marino couldn't carry it in. McKennelly now. With speed over the line right side. McKennelly all the way in behind the net. Lost it. Herka grabs it for Salve. Kidney trying to scoop it and saucer it to Budasov, who had just come off the bench. Has it deflected in behind the net. Draper leaves it for McKay. 3:53 to go. Udall tied up. Budasov keeps it alive. Eruzione across to Carabia, who's offside.
Yeah, Seahawks just trying to work the zone. Carabia unable to keep it in the zone.
Dillon back to Carabia. Udall will touch it into the zone. Eruzione all alone will get to it first. Trying to play it back in front for Budasov. He collects it behind the cage. Punched up the right side boards. Carabia waiting. Trying to get it back to Eruzione. Eruzione along the far side boards. Trying to push it up to the point. Dillon has to retreat to center to get it. Eruzione on the backhand, gets it away to Udall. Udall waiting, spinning, backhand shot behind the cage. Dillon all the way out at the left point with it. Snakes it on the goal, and that one touched just over the bar by Budasov, who was camping out in front. 2:58 to go in regulation. Milnes skips it down the ice. St. Jean leaves it behind the net. Both teams make changes with the clock rolling. Seahawks nearly turn it over in their own zone. Tracy able to wedge it free. Tracy down the middle. And he's collided into by John McLean. Now here comes George Sennett. Trying to scoop it to himself down the slot. Knocked away. Tracy over the blue line. Trying to carry around Spencer Stanley. Has to track it down in the corner. Puck loose behind the net. Stanley turns it over. Chase on the doorstep for a shot that hops up in the air and goes into the corner. Kept alive by the Leopards. Gordetsky with a drive. Save made by St. Jean. Flory gloves it down at the blue line. Seahawks can't clear it. Now they do. Sennett knocked down from behind. Seahawks furious they didn't get the interference call. Puck sent back in deep. No icing. Seahawks again furious they didn't get a call. Up the ice with 99 seconds to go. Puck flipped into the corner. Englund trying to push it around the boards. Kidney there. O'Leary at center now for Wentworth. O'Leary right side with a shot and a save made by St. Jean.
We just had quite the sequence there, up and down the ice. And it ends with that shot by O'Leary, who came in one-on-one versus Renda. And I think Renda got his stick in there just enough to kind of break that shot up.
Zach Klon is not a happy camper on the Seahawks bench right now. Not pleased with the officiating. Here's Bush from the point with a shot. That one deflected. St. Jean wasn't ready for it. Luckily, he was in the right place. Able to make a chest save. 1:15 to go in regulation. Udall dancing out high, trying to play it into the slot, and it's picked off by the Leopards. O'Leary straight down the middle. Tied up by Udall. Carabia wide on the left side. Puck hops now into the right wing corner. 57 seconds to go. Eruzione near side across to Carabia. He'll carry it over the line, drop it back off to Eruzione. Trying to play it in the backhand to Udall in the slot. Taken by the Leopards. Off to the races now. Here comes Nate Chase. Chase with a shot off the crossbar. Out high Bush with another drive and the save made by St. Jean. Chase leaves it behind the net. Gordetsky tied up with Carabia. Puck comes loose for Udall with 19 seconds. And he'll just scoop it up ahead. Drew DiGeronimo gets it quickly back to Gordetsky. Gordetsky's shot is blocked. And it ricochets back out to center with 10 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds here for Sennett, who fires it in from center. And we have overtime here at the Abbey.
Yeah, Nate Chase was inches away from preventing that. He had St. Jean beat blocker side over the shoulder, but he rings the iron, and in dramatic fashion, we are headed to overtime.
So new rules this year in conference play. If the game is still tied at the end of this period, it goes into the books as a tie. But for the purposes of conference seeding, we would play on. And we would have a 3-on-3 overtime period. And then if still tied after that, a shootout to determine a singular point. So we'll take a quick break here while the teams will have a timeout. And we'll be back with overtime here from the Abbey. Welcome back to the Abbey, getting set for the start of overtime. Much like we thought, these two teams were going to fight and claw in a match here tonight. The Seahawks had a 3-1 lead, and that has evaporated. We'll see if the Seahawks and Leopards can handle this just in the normal overtime period. McLean fires it off the boards, cross ice. Sennett trying to keep it alive. And it's taken now by the Leopards. Dante Flory with speed left side. Snaps it on the goal. St. Jean makes the save. Can't find the puck. It's still loose. Players piled up in front of the goal, and we'll get a whistle.
You know, the official has a good set of eyes tracking that puck through all the bodies that were right in front of the net.
4:37 to go in overtime. Like we said, new conference rules. If this game is tied still at the end of this overtime, they play 3-on-3, and then just a 1-on-1 shootout. Face off, won by the Seahawks. Udall up the left side, sends it around the boards. Draper couldn't cleanly get to it behind the net. Glove down by Renda Aruzioni. Back to Udall left side. He got the scoring started. He sends it on the net. Draper make the save. O'Leary to Gordetsky. Gordetsky left side, trying to deke his way around Stanley, and he sends it behind the net. Budasov trying to fire it out. And it's collected by Aruzioni, who has Udall streaking with them, and they're offside.
Yeah, Udall was just a little bit ahead on that play. The Seahawks really wanted to move. Two of the fastest guys on the team, Udall and Aruzioni, coming down the ice, trying to create a 2-on-1. But they just couldn't watch the blue line close enough.
Neutral zone draw. Right side just outside of the Leopard zone. Halsey will take it against Marino. One back to Carabia. Dillon fires it around the boards. Right side, Marino comes crashing in. Puck kept alive along the near side by Lippa. Marino trying to chase it. Finds its way into the left wing corner. Dillon at the blue line, can't keep it in. He'll fire it around the board. Seahawks will have to reset and chase after the puck now. Bush from behind Draper. Drops it back off. DiGeronimo back to Bush. Blitz by Lippa. Dillon from his own zone with 3:25 to go in overtime. Carabia back up the ice, picked off by Bush. Marino knocked away. Here comes Lippa. Dropped off for Kidney. Back to Lippa. Lippa spinning away from contact. Shuffles it into the corner. Kidney back to Marino. Right side in front for Lippa, and his shot flutters just wide of the pipe.
Yeah, I think Lippa wanted to get that puck elevated, but he just couldn't get under it.
Marino trying to tip down a shot from Stanley. Puck is in! Puck is in! Lippa jabs it home on the weak side, and the Seahawks win!
If you get pucks to the net, good things are going to happen.
All sorts of commotion afterwards here. Draper got tied up. Just making sure. There was a whistle right after the goal. I don't think that had anything to do with before the play. And the indication would be that the goal is going to count. Eric Lippa gives the Seahawks the win. A gritty goal. Overtime winner for the Seahawks.
Well, you said it, Andrew. If I had to pick a word about tonight's game, it's gritty. Wentworth played a hard game up and down the ice, and eventually the Seahawks were able to break the tie and extend their undefeated season. And this is the last time we're going to be here in 2019, Andrew. Can you believe that? It's only November, and this is the last Seahawk home game in 2019. They'll be on the road for 2 games in December. And the Seahawks will end 2019 here at the Abbey on a high note after tonight's overtime victory.
Yeah, coming up, big games on Thanksgiving weekend. Tournament at Oswego with Plymouth State and Utica there as well. Those are going to be big-time matchups in the non-conference. And then, as you said, on the road at Curry and at New England College. They won't be back here at the Abbey until January 3rd when they host Cortland State. Actually, no. That is another non-conference. That's a tournament on the road. We won't be back here at the Abbey until January 10th. Connecticut College will be in the house. So a NESCAC school coming to face the Seahawks. But tonight, the story is Lippa, overtime hero here for Salve. As you said, Ryan, to remain undefeated, 7-0 on the season, 6-0 in the CCC. The Leopards, meanwhile, have to swallow a bitter pill. 2 hard-fought games for them, but they will be on the short end of the stick in those. 2-5-1 overall on the season now, 1-4-1 in the CCC are the Leopards. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew for this one. Kieran Hughes has been your camera person here tonight. Logan Marsh, and Grace Murphy helping to provide live statistics. I'd like to thank Adam Augusta for coming on the broadcast in the second period, talking about his sister Angela and her battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma. A beautiful pregame ceremony they had for her and her story. You want to learn more about that? Check out the Salve Athletics website to learn all about Angela Augusta and her Angela's Army. Beautiful and very impactful foundation she has started during her fight with cancer and to support others who are going through that same fight. For Ryan Costa, I am Andy Pizzelli. Once again, your final: Salve Regina 4, Wentworth 3. Eric Lippa is the hero for the Seahawks. Have a good night, everyone.